In this video, I'm going to show you how to become more confident using a 4-step system that I've used over the past 2 years to help me become more confident. Now, I used to have absolutely zero confidence. I thought that confidence was something that you were born with, not a skill that you could actually cultivate through your attitudes and actions and beliefs. And I'm glad to say that I was completely wrong about this. You can absolutely become confident in any way, shape, or form, in any skill. And in the past couple of years, I've become far more confident than I could have ever imagined. As I said before, I had absolutely zero confidence. And I know that you, if you're watching this video, you're probably struggling with confidence in some way, shape, or form. But I just want to let you know, first of all, that you probably do not lack the amount of confidence that I used to lack. I had absolutely zero confidence. I couldn't even go up and talk to a random person without even having complete social anxiety. And I want to share with you this 4-step system that I think will be able to help you. It really helped me. The first step in becoming more confident is to understand where you are and where you want to go. You want to have this anchor point right now, the feeling that you have of pretty much rock bottom, and you want to know where you want to go. You want to know what the peak of your mountain is, where your heaven is. And for me, my rock bottom was when I was depressed. I had pretty bad anxiety. I really couldn't even talk to other people. I had zero confidence. And I knew that one day I wanted to be able to just express myself more confidently. And know what your goal is. What is your goal? Why do you want to become more confident? And when will you know when you have achieved your goal? Do you want to just be a more confident public speaker? Do you want to just be more confident in general when talking to other people? It's really up to you, but you want to have some way to really measure whether you've accomplished your goal or whether you're going towards your goal and moving away from the state that you're in right now of having not much confidence. So as I said, in my life, my goal is really to become more confident, to be able to express myself more authentically, and be a better confident communicator of my ideas. And I used to be a very shy and reserved person. I was really afraid of expressing my true authentic self. I was afraid of expressing my opinions, and I really didn't even know my true authentic self. And I knew I needed more help in becoming confident, but I started reading many books about spirituality and personal development, and I realized that although this knowledge is definitely helpful, the knowledge itself isn't going to make you more confident. And this is a trap that a lot of people, because I'm an introvert, I don't really like to talk to other people, communicate on that type of level. So I thought that I could just become more confident by reading books and watching videos. And this is kind of a knowledge trap I got into. And until I actually started putting myself out there and talking to other people and going outside my comfort zone, which I'll talk about later, that's when the real confidence started to come, when I started to really do stuff like writing and pushing myself outside of my comfort zone and building new skills. That's when I could really saw myself applying the information I was reading about. So reading books and learning about new stuff is definitely helpful, but the power comes in applying this knowledge and applying this information to help you become more confident. As I said before, my starting point was pretty much rock bottom. A lot of people have definitely been there before. It's not something that you want to experience, but for me, it was definitely a Kickstarter. I don't think I would have ever had the motivation to become confident if I didn't really feel what it was like to be depressed, to have bad social anxiety. And I knew that these were feelings that I never wanted to feel again. They're very uncomfortable feelings. I had absolutely zero confidence. I had anxiety when I talked to anybody I was unfamiliar with, and I couldn't even introduce myself to new people. I had such little confidence that I felt like people could see right through me. I didn't feel as though I was a person of value, and I didn't think that people wanted to hear what I really wanted to say. And again, these are all just limiting beliefs that I thought. People probably didn't actually think about that. People are too worried thinking about themselves and to focus on your flaws. You're the one who thinks about your flaws the most. And these are all just limiting beliefs that I had, that I was clinging to, that were basically trying to stop my true authentic self from shining through. And this is where I was. This is the harsh reality. If you lack confidence right now, you might be in a very similar situation and can relate with this. But I use this every day as motivation to become more confident. I know where I was in the past, and I know where I am now. And having this basically where you were and where you want to be goal. So now I know that 2 years ago, I was, if I want to put it on like a ladder, like I was down here. Now I'm up here. And I'm always going to be rising. I'm always going to be rising. And you want to be getting better in some way every single day. So you'll have something to compare yourself to in 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, 12 months in the future and on. And it's been almost 2 years now since I made a conscious decision to become more confident. And I can proudly say that I'm completely in a different stratosphere than I once was, and that's because I really put in the work and the effort. The second step in becoming more confident is to become aware of your limiting beliefs. Your limiting beliefs are really what is holding you back. And that, again, that is completely what was holding me back. All these, I would say, dumb beliefs because they're absolutely not true. You feed yourself these lies that basically pull you down. And most of us aren't aware of these limiting beliefs. I know that I wasn't. I didn't want to admit these limiting beliefs to myself, but I realized I would never be able to change them if I didn't become aware of them. And one limiting belief that I had was that my opinion didn't matter, that people didn't want to hear what I said, that I wasn't a person of value. And due to this deep seated belief, I was a very shy and quiet person. I was very reserved. I could have never imagined expressing my opinion on a platform like this. And I really overcome this fear by basically understanding that everybody's opinion matters. Everybody has a unique perspective on life, and the more we share our opinions with others, whether they're good or bad, the more we can start a dialogue and a conversation to really understand the totality of life from everybody's points of view, because all life really is infinite points of views, and we're all sharing them to really understand our true self more, because in reality we are all one. That's another tangent. But when you start to become more aware of your limiting beliefs, you start to realize their absolute absurdity. First of all, they're completely not true, and you wonder how you could have ever really believed these things about yourself. These things that aren't your true self. Your true self is absolutely abundant. Your true self is confident, but your ego is basically trying to lock you down because it doesn't want you to really understand who you truly are. And this is because most limiting beliefs are unconscious. We're generally unaware of them. We're generally not choosing to think negative thoughts about ourselves, but this is the way we truly believe that we are based on our past conditioning, based on our past programming. So this step in becoming more confident really has to do with reprogramming your mind. So you need to let go of all these limiting beliefs that you've been holding back and replace them with thoughts that truly serve you. And letting go of these limiting beliefs is definitely going to be difficult. I know it was for me. It's painful because they become part of your identity. The longer you think these beliefs and the longer you basically start to hold them as part of yourself, you don't want to change. That's part of us as humans, is that we want everything to stay the same. We don't want to go outside of our comfort zone. And I was very comfortable having these terrible beliefs about myself, that I was a fearful person, that I had absolutely zero confidence, and for some reason that made me okay, that made me fine because I knew who I was, but that wasn't who I was at all. And you want your thoughts and beliefs to empower you. You want to think empowering thoughts. You don't want them to berate you and hold you down in every moment. You don't want that inner roommate inside your head just chirping you 24/7. You want them to be encouraging you, or you want them to not be saying anything at all. But that comes with a deeper level in practice and meditation, getting that kind of silence. So becoming aware of these limiting beliefs, it really helps you clearly identify where you feel that you lack. And as I said again, my limiting beliefs all had to do with the fear of expressing myself, which you could probably relate with if you have pretty much zero confidence. And this manifested in my ability to really talk to new people, communicate clearly, and really express myself, whether through art or just talking or writing. And I was always blaming the outside world for this, but when I finally realized that it was my beliefs that were causing my behavior, and I was the one who was choosing these beliefs, even though it was unconscious, I started to take more responsibility for my thoughts and my emotions. And this taking responsibility for your thoughts and your emotions, reprogramming your mind, and getting rid of these limiting beliefs, programming your mind with more thoughts of abundance, gratitude, self-love, is a huge step in becoming more confident. The third step in becoming more confident is to practice to build competence in a skill. Practice, practice, practice. I cannot stress this enough. Not like the Allen Iverson practice speech, but competence creates confidence. To become confident at anything requires some form of competence. Now, competence is really the ability to do something successfully, the ability to get good at something. And forget about this idea of the instant prodigy. These are people who are 1 in a million, 1 in a billion. I don't truly believe that really exists. I think that the people who rise to the top of their fields do so through hard work, practice, consistency, and pushing themselves outside of their comfort zone and really getting in the dirt, really digging in there deep. And if you've never heard of David Goggins, I would highly encourage you to look him up and read some about him, maybe watch him on Joe Rogan. It's absolutely extremely inspiring, but I'm just going to share some of my experience in building confidence and my communication skills by I chose to become competent in the skill of writing. Now, I was never really a good writer, but writing completely changed my life. A large part of overcoming my depression and anxiety started when I started keeping a journal. And through journaling consistently, pretty much every day, I became more aware of my thoughts and emotions. I began to reprogram my mind. Writing down, just journaling, writing anything is a great way to reprogram your mind. Basically, becoming more aware of your thoughts and knowing what you want your thoughts to be. Through practice, consistency, and patience, I slowly built the skill of writing, which I then realized made me more confident when speaking to other people. I didn't even think that me becoming a better writer would help me become a better spoken word communicator, but it really happens like magic. I can't even explain it. There's probably some scientific reason for this, but understand that this didn't happen overnight. This is a culmination of about a 6 to 9 month journey of journaling pretty much every day, which resulted in me having about a 360-page book of my journal, of my notebook. And to become competent in any skill, you need to put in the work. You need to put in the effort. It's not going to happen overnight. And ideally, it should be something that you're passionate about, so it doesn't really feel like work at all. It just feels like fun. I know for me, part of the journey definitely didn't feel like fun. It's not going to feel like fun when you're becoming aware of your limiting beliefs and becoming aware of all this terrible stuff you've been thinking about yourself. But understand that this is unconscious beliefs. When you become aware of this stuff, you realize that there's no reason for you even to be thinking about this. So have patience with the process, and really whatever skill you want to build to grow confidence, know that you can do it. It just requires you to put in the work and put in the effort. For me, writing a book, I couldn't just sit down and write a book in one day. It took me about first the 6 to 9 months of just journaling to get over my deep limiting beliefs and start to reprogram my mind. And then it took me about another 6 to 9 months to actually write, sitting every day, writing, and then editing. So you really want to be consistent and build confidence in whatever desired skill, it's all about desire something that you want, again, this peak, this heaven that you want to reach, and start to cultivate this confidence slowly, building the skill over time, getting better every day. Not comparing yourself to others, but comparing yourself to who you were yesterday, and knowing that today you're a better, more confident person than you were yesterday. And lastly, the fourth step in becoming more confident, and I would say that this is the most important one, is to push yourself outside of your comfort zone. Consistently push yourself outside of your comfort zone. You will never grow in your comfort zone, and that's just a fact. I know this. I used to be way too comfortable. I think a lot of us are way too comfortable, and that's what kind of leads to this complacency and this lack of confidence, because I was never really thrust into a situation where I had to instantly become confident. And that's what happens when you push yourself into these uncomfortable positions. Become comfortable being uncomfortable. Be comfortable being uncomfortable. Say it one more time. Be comfortable being uncomfortable. Do something every single day that pushes you out of your comfort zone, and this will help you build confidence pretty much quicker than anything else that I know. And just comes from my experience. You might not think this is true, but your mind doesn't want you to do this. Your mind wants you, again, to be comfortable. It doesn't want change. It doesn't want you to grow and evolve, but your natural state is to grow and evolve. You are always changing. And the three things that really pushed me out of my comfort zone that became a habit were cold showers, meditation, and making music. And at first, each three of these things made me extremely uncomfortable. I had never taken a cold shower in my life. Up to 2 years ago, I had never meditated before, and I had never made music. And the thought of either of those things didn't really seem like they were me. And now they're three of my favorite things to do. Three things that have completely changed my life, helped me become more confident. And it has really changed my perspective on conquering fear and building confidence. It's really the little actions. The little actions of turning that turning the knob of water from hot to cold, and your mind doesn't want you to do it, and you step in the water, and for the first second it is absolutely painful, it's cold, and then after that you realize, like, wow, this is honestly pretty peaceful. And it's the same thing. It's all rewiring your mind through meditation. Cold showers and meditation are something I'd recommend to anybody. They're both going to be uncomfortable the first time you do them. You won't be able to stand it for long. When you're meditating, you could be sitting there for 10 seconds and your mind's going to be like, all right, time to do something else. We can't be doing this anymore. And you start to think, why does your mind not want you to sit there and do nothing? And you'll be extremely uncomfortable. And this just means that you're growing. This just means learn to love this feeling. Learn to love this feeling of uncertainty. Learn to love this feeling of being uncomfortable. Because as you do this, you're basically expanding your comfort zone so that something that was once uncomfortable to you is now comfort to you. And you're expanding your comfort zone, and that's what's going to make you the most confident. And I would say that the most confident person is somebody whose comfort zone has spanned the entire observable universe, which I don't believe that anybody here on Earth has done. Maybe they have. I would love to talk to them, see what they think's going on out there. But over time, you build stamina, and you'll see an inner calm really form in your mind. And I would say that that's the essence of all confidence, is having this kind of stillness and inner peace inside you. And this really came to me through the results of expanding my comfort zone by trying new things and doing things that made me uncomfortable. This really gave me a new appreciation for myself, a new higher sense of self-love, a new higher sense of inner peace. And in this, it just becomes a cycle. These are the feelings that you really want, and these feelings help make you more confident and help show you that what you're doing is great and is helping you on your path, so you continue to do this stuff. And I would compare it to an upward spiral. You are spiraling up and up and up, and the upward spiral is never going to stop. You're never going to stop evolving. You're never going to stop getting better, and you're never going to stop becoming more confident. So then you can look back onto where you were, maybe where you are now. And I laugh at it in the past. I'm literally like, wow, I was not even a terrible person. I was a nice person, but I was just so shy, so fearful, so unconfident that it's crazy to think that that was still me, that I don't even think about myself as the same person, because I couldn't even talk on a video like this. I've already said, but I couldn't even just express my ideas to people for fear of what they would think of me or fear of being wrong. But now that I know that I'm living my truth and I've cultivated this confidence, I can kind of speak this and speak my mind, share my opinions, and share what has helped me so that hopefully it can help other people. And I really hope that it's helped you. I just want to leave you on one bonus tip. I know I said it would be a 4-step system. Those are the 4 steps, but understand that it won't happen overnight. It's going to take some time, and you can't skip putting in the work and the effort. You need to be patient, have consistency, and just make the goal to be better and more confident than you were yesterday. And this is what I did, and if you become more confident than you were yesterday, just by a little bit, every single day, that's going to accumulate. And you want to become more confident, you want to become a better person in whatever skill that you were yesterday. But understand that you might not see the results coming right away, and that shouldn't get you down, because you know that you're heading in the right direction. Because if you're not growing confidence, by opposites, you're losing confidence. So you always just want to be going in the direction of your goal, and really have patience. A lot of people my age, we really lack patience. I know that I used to lack patience, and I wanted it all to happen overnight. There's no magical pill that you're going to take that's going to make you more confident. What you're going to do is by using the 4 steps and doing it consistently, and understanding that over a month, over 2 months, over 3, 6, 9, over a year ago from, or a year in the future for today, you're going to be way more confident than you are right now. If you put in these steps, if you put in the work, you have patience, and you have faith in the process. And thank you for watching this video. My name is Ari. Give me a thumbs up. Give me the like button if you like this video, and feel free to subscribe if you haven't subscribed. I'm going to be making more videos like this. Until next time, have a great day. Peace.